it's a little bit boring right now. But, yeah.
Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, I think this is going to be enough.
Galaxy
All
map.
the admirals here. Okay. So, oh, hold on a sec. Hold on. Getting reports.
Fat horse fully refueled.
Close. Navigation. Close. Gauge frame shift.
Okay, this may not be the end of the operation. So just to let everybody know, this is not the end of the operation. So, at least at the moment.
This is gauge sepulchers.
Ready to engage.
So many people joining. This is kind of scary. Okay. At least for the first part of this operation, I want to thank everybody for coming out and supporting us and doing their jobs.
You are now in Federation space. This is your first visit to
We
this system.
can confirm
Known as a
that
Federation
unfortunately
corporate well over
the
55
ship
million
carrying
souls
Salome
aligned to
has been
Fellowship
destroyed by
Units.
Harry Potter.
Known to
He
Stella as
did
the
grief
immediate
us, as we kind of expected he
Verify
would,
orbital stations and
but he only got
three
one.
stations in
God
this
damn it.
system. You are now 53 light years.
Everybody else
from
is
Sol.
alive, and everybody else has made it to a docking position. We are currently awaiting further orders, as there may be more to come. We're figuring that out. So,
Fuel scooping.
I'm trying to get all the information, so I'm sorry if I'm actually kind of quiet. I'm just trying to get all the information so I can pass it along to everybody. Meanwhile, other admirals, starting with Admiral Fleet 1, would you like to say one or two things while I gather information?
Yeah, sure. Holy crap, so many people joining.
Yeah, ignore
Good
all the beeps.
God. Okay, first of all, well done to everybody. I know that things have been absolute chaos the last couple of days especially, but it is still hugely appreciated that all of you were patient with us as things got ironed out. And I know this day didn't necessarily go the way we had hoped or planned, but the good news is we still win. Salome may be down, but the truth is still coming out regardless. At least 2 of the 4 VIPs have made it. We're waiting on confirmation on the Xbox side as well. So, all in all, I'm going to call this a win. Maybe not
75
ideal,
Right,
but
75% is good.
yeah, like I'm going to call that a win. So, yeah.
That's a D.
That's a
No,
C
that's
right
a
there,
C,
actually.
Yeah.
Technically, that's a
See,
pretty
and-
where I am.
And actually, if you want to really break this down, military doctrine says that 20% casualties is the acceptable limit. Given that we're only working with the number of 4, that's as close as you can get to 20%.
Yep.
So I'm going to say that this is well within tolerance.
We rather everyone would have lived, but we really didn't think that all the VIPs would live from the get-go.
No, we knew at least
Yeah.
one was going to die.
Yeah,
I'm surprised that I was expecting really 2 or 3 to not make it.
yeah. To be completely honest, from my point of view, everyone, I was expecting Salome to die from the very start, and I was expecting, when we brought SDC on board, I was expecting a turncoat. That much was pretty much obvious. We knew. It was just a question of when. And personally,
And
I
now
don't
what
mind this
SDC
outcome.
is going to do, to let you guys know, they are intentionally going to try to piss as many people off as they can, because that's how they enjoy things. They enjoy the
Yeah.
infamy, and they enjoy farming the soul. So
That is one Reddit post I can't
absolutely.
wait to see.
that is exactly what they are going to do. The more you feed the trolls, the more you're going to have trolls. So,
That's right.
Lights.
It's honestly that simple, guys.
I'm
I
gonna spend
feel like-
days reading through those comments.
and we're going to clarify this from the get-go, none of the admirals trusted SDC or code at all.
yep.
That's right.
Now we can't control the movements of everyone. We were able to control a lot of them, and I think that's part of the reason why we only had one casualty. It's a shame that Potter got
Precisely.
through, but it's not perfect, and with what we had, it did pretty good. Because the actual defense wings for Salome and for the other VIPs were not under our control. We have literally no input on anything they were doing. We just had the waypoints, and for that, the waypoints were really pretty quiet and went pretty well. I can't speak 100% for the others, but I know waypoint 3 was completely locked down and was really good.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
I can say
That
waypoint
horse has
1 went
entered
rather
your
smooth
space.
also.
Please to start Salome.
There was some confusion in the beginning about some things, but hey, we
The
got through
entire
it.
time.
Yeah,
There's
pretty
confusion
much.
the entire time. But yeah,
Pretty much. All
Like
in
a
all,
system.
I'm gonna call this a success. Like,
Flight
as I said before, it's not ideal, but hell, I'll take it. So, and also for all of you who are feeling a little let down, don't. As we speak, SDC is being attacked by about 60 to 70 odd PvPers who do this every day. So I had a built-in Order 66 in case they did something like this, and I let my Order 66 people off the chain just a few minutes ago. So they're getting their just desserts as well.
and I'd like to point out that the entire time, Fleet 1 was watching SDC and was making sure they couldn't get close. But you can't be everywhere at once, and instancing is instancing.
Yeah.
There's not much we can do about that. If everything was in the same instance, I don't think SDC would have stood a chance. But instancing is what it is, and people show up in different places no matter what we do. So I think they did a great job with it. The fact that only one VIP was taken out, I think, is very good. But I'd like to reiterate: don't
I have
feed
the 7.
trolls.
I have the 7 males in instance with me.
I think as a diversion
Oh,
tactic,
it
I
is.
think they had
Yeah, it
multiple
is.
first name
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'd like to reiterate: don't feed the trolls. SDC did this for attention and to farm salt off of you all. They didn't
Yep.
really. I mean, that's why they did it. They did it
Yep.
for the lulls. They did it for the attention. If you
Yep.
ignore them, if you ignore the salt and ignore them whenever they needle you all with it, they lose.
That's right.
Not everyone's going to do that, but I mean that is their end game with this.
Yep.
So expect that. Expect them to try to antagonize anybody and everybody they can, and just ignore them. Ignore them and move on.
And for
Don't feed the trolls.
future reference, this just proves that for any future operation, SDC is not invited whatsoever. They will be banned on site.
Yep.
Well, actually, even then, we'd probably want to invite them again and try to play them the same way as best we could, because I've told it from the start, it's better if we knew where they were. It let us minimize what they could do. Some still got off the bat. The other way this could have gone down is SDC just popping up out of nowhere with us not being able to track them. So it was a calculated move to let them in. We were watching them, but obviously we can't be in every instance at once. We can't be able to interdict everybody at once.
Yep.
And like I said, they're going to feed on the salt. Now,
100%.
let's see. I'm trying to gather further information on what's happening. Right now, there isn't a lot of information. We know part 1 is done.
We're waiting
So-
for Core to really tell us more right now.
Yep.
Yeah. So any delays on our part, we are we apologize about, but there's only so much we know. Core knows a lot, and Core's playing a lot close to their chest for obvious reasons. We are supposed to be getting more here shortly.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully soon. Ideally.
For everyone that flew under my command,
Shutting down all voice commands.
I thank you. Y'all did a hell of a job.
That's correct. And anybody who flew under Admiral Jubei, I thank you very much. You guys did extremely well. Despite what's going on right now. Again, don't let the salt get you. Again, it's a game. we had STC on watch. They did kind of what we expected to. They got around us with Salome. That's done and over with. We can't change it. It's a game, and we'll just continue on.
I look forward to seeing a famous wizard in the book, however. Just
That'll be
saying.
interesting.
That will be interesting.
He won't be able to get his name in there unless his name is Josh. Because Harry Potter would be copyrighted. If Drew put that in his book, then that's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Kind of weird.
So much trouble.
And we are still waiting on Core to tell us what is next.
Okay, one sec.
Alright.
Yeah, and the reason why we told people not to bring guns is so you wouldn't freaking get in the way of the PvPers. That is legitimately why. We did not need 50 million PvE condos. They would have been blown up. I can promise you that. You
That's
don't have to believe us there. You don't have to. But that is the reason why.
Okay, everybody back to your fleets. We're getting new orders. Go now.
Bringing all voice commands online.
What in the hell is going on?
Wing 2 PvP, wing checking in.
Only remaining member of Wing 9 checking in.
Wing 1-4 checking in.
Wing 7
Wing 24 checking in.
Interdictor Wing 2 checking in, swapping ships.
Wing
Scout
12.
from Wing 10
Interdictor Wing
checking in.
12. Scout 21 checking in.
Only remaining member of Scout Wing 33 checking in.
Wing 37 checking in.
Should we stay weaponless?
Interdictor Unknown checking in.
Scout 47 checking in.
Interdictor unknown checking in.
Interdiction Wing 32 still retaining 2 members checking in.
Interdiction Wing 7.
Scout Wing 28 checking in.
It's so quiet in here.
Dubai, where we have to head to.
God damn it, it is next to impossible to get to a goddamn channel in this Discord.
New orders.
Alright. New orders. There are listening posts in the following system. Understood?
Waiting for
Roger.
system. Wing. Interdictor Wing 12. All clear.
On my way.
Currently, right now, all we know is that there are listening posts. We do not expect to need to defend people. We were only told that there is.
Now.
Scout 20 already there.
Which system? did not catch system name where there is listening posts. One more time, please.
System is in the chat.
Can we ban all STC before we give that
Yep.
up?
We're doing that.
Cool.
Doesn't matter, it's a listening post, not people, so.
Yeah, they're still gonna be there.
Standing by North Star.
Frameshift drive charging.
Standing by, 10 jumps out.
Do we have new orders yet?
Yep. Go to the system I posted in chat.
Totally missed it.
Wing leader
Not seen that.
12
Hey, jumps out.
6 jump.
Where is it? Hey, can somebody just say the name?
Fleet
Teorge. Thank you.
Yeah. I got a commander mullet where I am. Pretty funny, actually.
Fat Horse is en route to the Puffers Sector TO-B4-4 system. This is your first
Well, at least I try my best to track her.
There is no human presence.
Instinct wing 36.
Orders
Good.
upon arrival.
Oh, wait, come.
Unmarked
Can we go
scout source
on,
knowledge. Jumps out.
Upon arrival in Teorge, find your listening posts and listen.
Do we want to bring weapons?
Weapons, just in case. But
Currently,
not for interdictors or scouts.
Oh, you get weapons anyway.
I'm betting we're going to be listening to the secret that they just released.
yeah. So weapons are optional at this point.
So get ready for.
How long before we need to be there?
Try and get there as soon as possible. They're listening posts, so I don't think they'll go away.
However, if we see any SDC members or code members in the system, they're immediate KOS.
To this system.
Unconfirmed on code at the moment.
It's going to be like the data points on the generation ships where you scan it and listen to a thing.
Because it looks like Sataris was helping SDC.
Wing 99, are we supposed to equip weapons now?
Weapons are optional.
This is Fox proceeding to Teorge.
Information. Codorain is undergoing a boom. There might be some good trading profits to be made here.
Would it be possible to get a KOS list for all the SDC members? I don't know their names.
Yeah, neither do I. But I'm sure it will be posted on Reddit at some point soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll just go ask one of them.
It's a post I will just ignore.
Oh yeah, they don't hide who they are.
Definitely Harry Potter.
Yeah, good luck on that one.
Yeah, he's not going to end up on the book. I mean, that's copyright, isn't it?
Yep.
I think it's the best thing that the name is Harry Potter. It's just amazing.
Well, the chances he's gonna go down unnamed and he'll never take the glory.
I'm sure Drew had a plan for dealing with Harry Potter's name weeks ago.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. And again, guys, don't give in to the salt. You know what?
Close.
He played his part. He did well, or he thinks he did well, which is fine.
We will avenge it, yes.
Yeah. Avenge it if you choose, but honestly,
it was an inside job.
Yeah, it's not even about vengeance. Think of it as Harry Potter took the bait, okay? He allowed the operation to succeed by wanting the glory.
It was a noble sacrifice because everybody was going after her. They ignored the others.
Not Salome herself.
Honestly, anybody thinking Salome was going to live through this was kind of kidding themselves. Because she is the name everybody was going to go after, and it only takes one good interdiction.
Yep.
And technically, the fact that she was killed by an inside job makes for a better story.
Much better story.
Oh yeah, much better story.
Yeah.
They win the name's Harry Potter.
29 forward, inside job. Remember that?
Don't worry about it. I
Inside
can't wait
job.
to see the rock paper shotgun post.
But because of the inside job, the mission succeeded.
So I'm wondering why they didn't pick one of their better players, because now everybody's gonna kill Harry Potter, and unlike
No, they're not. I've killed him before.
Yeah, he's not the most accurate. That's why he's got gimbal. Just saying. Rinsler, Sunday, Ryan, those guys are good.
He's a troll.
He's actually gotten
Leave
a
it
lot
at that.
better with his accuracy. He's pretty good at sniping now with lasers.
Okay, there's a listening post listed as soon as you get in the system.
There's a few of them.
What's the system?
Teorge.
Navigation.
That's
Spelled.
Teorge.
It is pinned in the fleet chat.
So the last jump to Teorge.
There's 7 of them.
Close.
Also, someone in GCI Discord just gave out the link to our Discord, so don't accept anyone into the ally
Disengage
tag.
Supercruise.
Nope. As far as I'm
Disengage
concerned, unless
Supercruise.
COR tells us otherwise, the mission is currently on hiatus. So not accepting any new people, no need to.
Dropping on listening post.
I think I'm gonna mute voice chat in case this listening post thing is voiced.
Any word on any word on the Xbox side?
Not yet.
From what I heard, the listening posts in Teorge are not.
That horse has left Super Cruise near planet Teorge 1C.
Just muting.
Message received from Commander Mark B. Dorling. Message reads, do we know what the message is yet?
Contacts. Play hard points. Alright, groups. Close.
Sent. Message received from Commander Mark B. Dorling. Message reads, scan what? Message received from Commander SD Defiant. Message reads, amused. Message received from Commander SD Defiant. Message reads, XDD. Message sent.
Contacts.
Tell the station has killed Harry Potter.
Yep. Yeah, no, he accidentally killed the station.
Okay, guys, listen up. Clear comms. There is a danger to scanning these listening posts. Okay.
Well, thanks for telling us.
Sorry, I just got this information.
What's the danger?
I don't know yet, but it technically puts you at a risk against the powers. So it's possible.
That's nothing new.
This is
Wait.
I'm at the listening post.
Let
Oh,
one
so
talk.
all of the Imperials can't
I'm
read
here
it?
to scan the post. Let one people talk, please.
Yes. Okay, just listen up. People will know if you scan the beacons. The more you know, mechanically, the greater possible risk to the pilot. I have no idea what that means at the current time. Just know that you're either in this for the long haul or you're not.
Michael is confirmed.
I'm in.
I just
what you're
found the
saying
last
is-
3 hours. I'm not.
What do you
messed
mean?
up.
It's that you have a group of commanders that are ready to put a giant kill me tag on their heads. Okay, I'm game.
No, I think it's something else.
The truth
For all I
will
know,
set
it-
you free.
Yeah. For all I know, it could be something as opposed to the powers will interdict you a lot more.
Oh, who cares?
Oh, yeah.
If it's
Will
like
your own power
play.
interdict you?
It is
all
all
theory.
Like
We have
does
no idea
NPC
at this
stand a
point.
chance?
What if you don't have power? What if you're not aligned?
We
the
have no
powers could
idea.
still come after you.
What if you
Now, again,
need
this is
a
all
cross-power
listen-
police force?
Okay,
Who cares? Let's scan it.
okay. At current time, unknown what that really means. We are just guessing. However, I have been warned that the more you scan, the more at risk you will be, whatever that means.
Sweet.
I'm
so
going
just
for
hold off on
notification.
scanning.
Finally.
until
Oh,
you
no,
know.
too late.
Well,
Hell
put it this
no.
way. Hold off on scanning if you're afraid of whatever consequences will come. If you're not afraid of whatever consequences will come, scan away.
NPCs are weak to me.
I love consequences.
Stallone
If
wasn't
it
afraid
means-
of
It
the.
doesn't have enough consequences. If it means ranking up with the
Message
also
was
been
in Reddit
read
like one day before. What the fuck?
I guess it's a drop of rep with the superpowers.
Whatever it is, Salome wasn't afraid of the consequences, and neither should you.
Message received from Commander
Yep,
Drago.
yep.
How many beacons are there?
I mean, she is dead, so.
Debbie.
Exactly. Salome not being afraid doesn't count. She's fucking dead.
Yeah.
There are 7 listeners there.
But she died for what she believed in.
I
Whatever
could
that
always
might
just
be.
watch him on Obsidian Hat tomorrow.
Message received from
It's true.
Commander Ascot.
You could.
Message reads.
Well, if it
Yes.
means losing my rep with the Empire, I'm all for it.
Message
I'm an
reads.
Inquisitor, so
It's
this
not
might put me as a renegade.
Powers.
Where's the next waypoint?
Multiple powers.
You're all welcome.
Will I still be allowed to operate the Shields of Justice if I'm a criminal?
SOJ,
And if the
Gunner.
shields of justice are with you.
Hey man, shields are with you, so fuck it.
Yep.
What you said? Yeah,
Message
we'll go with
received
it.
from Commander Drago.
The shields will find the truth.
Message reads.
Do you think they'd be more pissed off of us, scanning the Formidine Rift ship than these fucking listening posts?
Oh,
To that shit show.
What's it
I
called?
had chat muted. What exactly is going on with the listening posts?
Oh, we're all gonna die, apparently.
The truth.
Advice. Keep maximum.
Yeah, the truth will apparently kill us all.
Contact.
So we could turn us into anthropomorphic Thargoids or something. I don't know.
For sure, this is Raven from like elaborate way of telling us he's actually a girl. I don't know. Yeah, he's gonna go full Wachowski brothers out of us. Watch.
Command, do we
Full
have
power
any
tangents.
location on the outpost?
Remaining power
There's a
tangent.
lot of
It
unexplored
should be in your
areas.
fleet channel.
There's a nav beacon for you to hit up though.
I'm scanning now, yeah. Nav beacon if you don't have scanners.
Jump to Super Cruise.
Dropping them.
Message received from Commander Phil Zargi.
I only see 3 listening posts here though, so where are the others?
If there's no VIP, there's no need for us to interdict neutrals now, right?
Reported.
Yeah, I see 3.
Listening posts will be at 1C, 3C, 3A, 4A, 4B, 4D, 5E.
Can you
Sorry.
pin that, please?
Can you pin
Yeah,
that?
can we just-
Yeah, pin it please.
I'll post it.
Thank you.
They're all on the same system?
On the same system.
And is that the order that they're intended to be listened to?
If you get the
Do we
nav
have
beacon, the listening posts show up.
Yeah, there you go.
Would be great if they would have a number on it.
Also,
This is
guys,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would
There
be
you go.
no contact in Super Cruise.
Jumping in the
No
door.
hostile contacts.
We're not worried
Is
about
it-
hostile contacts unless you're worried about saving your own skin.
Oh,
Has
he's
anyone
listening to
figured
us.
out how to scan it?
Scan.
Point your ship at it.
Targeted.
Target it.
Targeted.
Target it and look at it.
Received from Commander Mark B.
It looks like the
You have to scan it.
It looks like the information.
Yeah, you have to scan it in normal space.
It looks like the information is a
That's
text log, no audio file so far.
Yeah. Those lazy frontier guys, huh? Doing the speech
So we
flow.
don't need SRV then, right?
Nope.
Oh, great.
These are in space
Fantastic.
so far.
So there's only been 3 confirmed listening posts then?
7.
There's 7.
7 been confirmed?
Well, let's scan them all.
If
you don't have
there's
the
not
transport
one.
no discovery scanner, go scan the nav beacon.
Gotta catch them all.
Jumping in. I think.
Or maybe there's just gonna be like one giant fuck you to explorers or something.
Somebody just like accidentally like nose it.
Whoa.
I just watched an eagle nose butt it.
There's a lot of ships.
Mm-hmm.
Is it data link scan? We need something else to read it?
A lot of people that bought in the speed couriers, speed builds, you can grab them unmolested. Everyone
Message
will
received
stop
from
you.
Commander Mark B. Dorling. Message reads, "Okay, smile."
I think Ron, Corson, and Sue were probably enough just to give us the intel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
it
one
was
of them
stated
made
that
it, we'd have the intel.
We won.
Woohoo!
Thing is,
Totally
around
don't know
system somewhere.
which one I've scanned and one.
Transactions.
What? Damn.
I'm just going in system nav order.
Close.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I'm gonna do that too.
And remember what planets you go to, because I mean they're each near a specific
Disengage
planetary
systems.
body.
Yep. And that planetary body has been listed. Also, they will show up if you scan the nav beacon.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
Scanning the nav beacon now.
Scan or no?
Today I learned those things actually have a use.
Yeah.
Yes,
Actually,
they do.
for the
You-
longest
yeah.
time, even I didn't know that they had a use.
Well, I think for the longest time they actually didn't have the use.
It's weird for me because I'll like
the scanning the nav beacon is a new thing, relatively new.
like even when you like do a general ping with the discovery scanner, you won't necessarily get all the bodies listed.
Yeah.
It can be a bit
Well,
risky
if
if
you-
you're carrying cargo though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like scan means just like target it and point
Jump
at
to
it.
normal space or drop to normal space, go up to said navigation beacon, lock
Oh,
it,
yeah,
and
it
you'll
says
start
beacon.
scanning it.
Okay.
You
In
do have to
instance of
target the
normal space.
white spot on the radar though. That targeting the nav part won't work.
Right, you have to
Yellow.
target the actual physical beacon.
Yep.
Notification.
Okay, going silent for a second. I have to deal with some children. And by children, I mean my own this time.
The younglings?
Yep.
Future commanders, that's the best term.
Yeah, I like that.
Did someone say Order 66 earlier? I don't know if we can trust them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I'm stuck in a Doctor Who zone.
Someone confirm that it scanning worked.
Message received from Commander Mark B. Dorling.
It's just text, but it sure works.
Yeah, I've scanned 5 now. They're just text.
If I'm
Well, at least it's
multi-crew,
intel.
and my pilot scans the listening post, do I get fucked too?
No idea, but do you want to risk it?
Honestly, do you think FT would have implemented some of? Let's be honest here.
Whoa, you got a point there.
Even if they implement it, what are the chances that it would actually work?
Exactly.
Navigation.
What are they gonna do? Make it like when power play first came out, you get interdicted every 20 seconds?
And when engineers come on NPCs,
I really sure would honestly be afraid of getting interdicted by an NPC.
NPC with infinite insta reload.
It's
But
Yeah,
once, I mean, I just started with
and
engineers.
there may be other consequences to it
The
as well,
big
beyond
hole.
just interdictions.
The big hall? Oh, the meal tickets. I'm a meal ticket.
All that tasty cargo.
Now, I'm hearing from somebody that there's also stuff in Riort. Is that confirmed or is that just a rumor?
I believe it's official.
It's official because it came from Drew.
So there's 2 systems with listening posts in them?
One system with 7 listening posts.
No, Drew's Twitter says there's something in Riort too.
Yeah. It says another listing post apparently. So there might be another set over there.
So there might be 3 total, but Salome probably had the important intel.
No, it was my understanding that it would get released even if, only one of them made it, so...
That's true. That was said, that the information or story revealed would be equal to 1 or 4 making it.
And not to mention that the news doesn't make any sense to one of them, doesn't mean that the information isn't gonna be valid.
And do we have any confirmation on what access?
You cut out. What's that? You cut out.
Oh, do we have any confirmation on what the?
Cut out again.
Exactly the same spot too.
You're asking if there's any consequences for gathering this data. If that's what you're asking, we have no idea other than there mechanically is risk that we gather by knowing this information, and that's all we know so far.
But who doesn't like a challenge?
Bring on the risk.
He needs more challenge anyway.
Yeah. Elite.
It brings more life into the game. Let's put it that way.
Especially as the name Ragazza is not canon at this point. Well, I guess it is now.
Ragazzi means
it's an important plot from the Ulite saga, Drew's previous books, which obviously don't quite fit with the ED universe.
Well, if Rax was a portal to Drew's other books.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
Maybe only anthropomorphic dolphins can use.
I've been waiting for. In before, Thargoids are ruled by Cthulhu.
Not again.
In before crab people.
Attempting to instance into the 3E listening post, the drop is taking quite some time.
Yeah, there is a lot of ships at each one.
Yeah, I found getting back into normal space Super Cruise quite slow as well.
Today I learned.
Well, if you drop like I did, I went back into normal for this, just so that it doesn't have the headaches. Or put back into solo for it.
Boring.
Yeah, I know. I'd rather get the info.
3 listening posts down. Ready to go.
I got 3 of them so far.
I'm just about to do number 7.
There is so much disruptive mass at each one.
I got 3. I don't know which one I scanned and which not. So.
Yeah.
Is it in orbit of the planet or is it?
No, I worked my way out from the star.
I don't think it lets you scan it twice. So
just stack up the
don't
risk like 18 times.
If you don't get any information, then you
Quest talk.
Yeah, that's not the problem. It's the problem is you have to fly there and there and you've been there.
That's like the whole point of like. Have you not had fun with engineers yet?
Fly in space.
Quest talk.
Left Super Cruise close to stern.
I'm not a kind of explorer, so I'm more enjoying the loading sequence between jumps.
These are certainly interesting reads so far. Not sure what it's trying
You're
to
referring to
allude
Reddit or you're referring to the beacons?
I'm referring to the listening posts. I am not going on Reddit for probably the next 7 days.
Pretty much.
Quest talk.
Yeah, it's a little bit salty out there. Surprised any lights can drive over there.
I think it might be referring to basically an Illuminati-like organization so far, at least from what I'm reading.
Or maybe
possibly the Dark Wheel, but the Dark Wheel isn't really Illuminati-like, are they?
So
and it never struck me as that.
I have
They
another
are?
question. The Guardians patch, was it ever decided what the Guardians actually are or aren't?
No. Supposedly peaceful Thargoids. Supposedly,
Hey,
some people
Lamau.
pointed to that. There's no evidence for that.
Not
is there?
Thargoid, I think is official.
Yeah, it's not Thargoid, it's a separate species.
And to make sure I have my timeline right, Salome had her trial, escaped the ship that was carrying her, and how long was she gone for? Disappeared?
Months. 4 months.
Welcome back,
And then she comes back. She makes a public appearance again at a 46 Erdani.
You are near Sternberg platform in the Teorge system.
It's still locked. I saw it on my way in there.
I can't target the listening post, so.
West Dock.
You are not worthy.
Apparently not. Maybe if I ram it hard enough and my shield was out.
Oh,
power
guys,
systems.
guys.
Yes.
The intel, it's pointing to the Thargoids were aliens.
Yep.
That was
Full
so
power to systems.
unpredictable. I didn't see that coming.
Really? Aliens in a space game?
Oh, this.
Don't spoil it too much.
Well,
They Thargoids.
Not a big spoiler, but
it seems
it's
more
actually
so,
just one down.
it seems it's more so trying to paint the picture that they should be taken as a credible, real threat.
If it's just a big, like, Hollywood-style alien invasion, I'm gonna be so disappointed.
It's just gonna be pirates with
So whoever's scanning that shit is now targeted by the Thargoids, right?
Has anyone been to Realta yet?
Where?
Not yet.
No, this kind
The
of
place
explains
Drew
the
mentioned.
entire point of the Pilots Federation. When you think about it. Federation that rewards members for getting skilled in combat.
Sold for over 1
Doesn't
million credits.
doesn't ask any questions about how you got skilled.
Sold for nearly 14,000
Why else would you want all these highly skilled commanders? And
So you can
not-
kill them and then raise them as your undead army.
I think so.
That sounds like another player
The
group.
Warhammer player has been spotted.
Well, sort of a player group.
Receipt
Receipt of
army.
Teorge system data confirmed.
For something that maybe needs a really, really skilled,
Close.
commander.
Praise the Lich King.
Apparently, a lot of people have been reporting that some people are turning on each other,
tab.
and that's
Can
really
you tell me
unfortunate.
what tab the panel is on?
Transactions.
Define turning on each
Just
other
get
like
your scan and get out of there.
Navigation.
Calibration
Alright,
complete.
I guess I'll be
Navigation.
doing that.
Local response.
Yeah,
Being scanned by the players.
again, unconfirmed, but I'm about to
Unconfirmed.
go to the...
Are they eating each other's flesh? Space
They could
zombies
be.
confirmed?
Close.
Maybe. I'm gonna jump to the command center for a second just to try and get some answers.
Confirmed. Multi-crew doesn't get the scan.
Wings don't either.
I can't see any listening posts in Realta at all.
Tracked here.
Get the nav beacon.
Check
Power
the,
tangents.
we might need to land on some planets in regard.
It's Greece.
Something there. You didn't say it was listening.
He also said when asked about horizons that
Which system was that?
Listening post. Listening posts have been found in Realta system.
Which
Can't
system
see
was that
any.
again?
I posted a tweet. Wait a sec.
Well, thankfully I have my Corvette fully engineered, so I don't care what happens.
I've posted the tweet from Drew.
I have the awful suspicion that that won't help you at all.
Don't break my bubble.
Yeah, Drew has posted on Twitter. Listening posts have been found in Reort.
Alright.
Yeah, but I'm there and there aren't any. Only the ones in Teorge.
Or maybe he just messed up the system.
Possible. I'm just gonna drop. I'm just gonna drop in. I'm just gonna drop in the nav beacon and check.
I still need to scan the ones in Teorge, so...
This needs to be a movie.
Yeah, that would be quite funny.
Oh, this is good news. I haven't lost any rep with my faction or empire.
That's good to know.
That's good.
I think enough people would start bitching that FD would roll.
How many of you are going to buy the book?
I feel like I have to.
Yeah,
I'm gonna buy the book. They're part of it. Oh yeah, probably appropriate.
All kind of fun.
I don't know if I can.
Nefarious plan, include all the players.
It's the best sales pitch in the history of fucking book writing.
That's because Harry Potter.
I don't think anything's supposed to happen necessarily. Before this started, one of my guys.
book is a new Harry Potter book.
Beforehand.
Watched her name him Gandalf.
Notification.
Betray of Harry Potter.
I have information that Yuri's alive.
That would be
Yuri's
so
alive?
cool if it's really
Yuri is alive. Yuri made it to his destination according to Drew Wager's
I
Twitter.
would love it. Read. And then comes Harry Potter.
Realistically, they're probably just going to call him Besieged because that.
There are no listening posts in Rayolt.
Alright, so what's there then?
Maybe he just really fucked up.
When you think about it, if you switch the R and T, it just spells. Well, no, you're missing a G. So no, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's close enough, isn't it?
Navigation.
Okay, so I'd like to pose an idea
Almost an
here, guys.
excellent.
Okay, so we're told that. Right?
Yep.
Okay, so when the Thargoids have been hyperdicting us, they've been scanning us, but we couldn't figure out what they were scanning us for.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I'm still doing
I totally missed it.
Someone appoint this guy to cannon. He's the
I come at me, alien boys. I'm going for it.
That's
fine, I can
I never got interdicted yet, so.
Yeah, I've been to Maya loads and it's not happened.
Yeah, I've been shipping an enormous amount to Maya for the CG, never going interdicted. Now I'm really keen to get hyperdicted.
Oh, wait, what?
And Marope.
I guess I'll have to pick up a UA and head over there.
Only the event I got interdicted without having UA on board or something. Just leaving Marope on the community goal and just get.
You do not need a UA to get high interdicted. I simply interacted with the UA and I at one point had Fs and I still got high interdicted.
Yeah, I think you need to have some contact with it, but not directly with you.
I had one on board, but with the other ship, and 1 month ago, and when I jumped out from a road last week, they interdicted me. So I don't know if you need really the alien stuff.
I got hyperdicted with
on board.
Or it's a checksum. I don't know. If you got a check mark, you have it on board, and so.
Is there anyone I know that got hyperdicted had in some time in the past had a UA on board?
So I had a UA on board. That's what I can say, but not at this time. It was months ago.
Right. Those messages are written in English. How the fuck does that gonna matter to the fucking Thargoids? If it's anything, it's the secret services that are going to interdict you.
English, man. Duh.
I mean, obviously the Thargoids know Morse code, so why wouldn't they know English as well?
It also says that the data is corrupted, which means there's something in there that shouldn't be.
Didn't the
Somebody just
viruses
at Maya currently.
Didn't the Thargoids kidnapped humans in Elite 1 and 2?
I'm pretty sure the Thargoids can translate language. It's not that.
Another.
Guys, what if Atreus is a Thargoid, right?
Dun dun.
What do you mean? What if?
Orval is a Thargoid.
Because
Yeah, what if
all
Harry
the
Potter is
leaders
an
are
No one
Thargoids.
is Thargoid.
How do you think he had those?
What if Harry Potter is a Thargoid?
No, obviously the Alliance guys
All
are
of SDC are Thargoids.
Harry Potter can't be a Thargoid. He's a wizard. He's not.
He definitely zapped Salome.
Sorry, like calling Harry Potter a Thargoid is like an insult to Thargoids. Let's
I mean, you looked at his lasers. I mean, they were yellow or something, so they got to be Thargoid.
Hey guys,
I
okay,
think
so I'm
the
back.
solar rays.
It's confirmed currently that the operation is over. The listening posts have been posted. We're in Teorge listening to them. There's also one in another system that Drew just posted about, and that is the Riorte
system.
Yeah.
No, that is not correct. There is no listening post there.
Huh? Well, no, you got to scan the nav beacon so you can see.
There is no listening post there. There are lots of people in the system complaining that there are no listening posts.
Maybe
They're saying right now it's in the Teorge system.
He did correct himself as of 52 seconds ago.
Oh yeah, he has.
Y'all were in the original system was correct.
It's in Teorge, Sue, Ron, and Yuri survived, Salome killed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh.
So what's going on with that other system?
There's no other system.
It's just
As
Teorge.
I told you, you just messed up.
It's just Teorge.
Yeah, just Teorge.
So when did they actually put in the listening
Can you
post?
confirm that the operation is over?
Yep, confirmed operation over.
So
Did you hear the latest theory?
No.
Yeah, you missed it.
What was that?
The latest theory is, okay, so you know how we're getting hyperdicted, like we're getting pulled out of hyperspace by Thargoids and they're scanning us and we could never figure out what they were scanning us for.
Yeah.
This data is supposed to apparently get us killed.
Sorry
Mom,
about
get the
that.
camera.
That's fine.
I will get the camera.
There's only 7 in
Whoa, interdicted, what the fuck?
Teorge,
These-
right?
These like the laser
7 is
people-
correct.
It looks
Gotta
like
get
the
somebody
laser
on
people
that.
million.
And supposedly there's one that may be somewhere else, or there's something somewhere else.
It looks like these logs are also speaking to the purpose of the generation ships.
Yeah, they are. It's exactly as I thought it was.
I'm missing one
target to spy.
It seems that it's Rebecca
I
who's
will
writing it all.
signing off out of voice for now.
That's fine. Thank you for joining.
Plus,
Thank
the way
you
that
for
she
the
refers
great
to
event.
it,
It was very funny.
No, we're gonna stay here anyway
GG,
because
everyone.
like we got to try out this science thing, like you know how to make them get us cool.
I'm stuck in a fucking interdiction. Like, it's not leaving. What
So
the
what's
fuck?
that other system that you guys named, supposedly by Drew, or whatever?
No,
He actually can misspell it.
His tweet.
yeah.
Okay.
Disregard Riorte.
It's asking me to translate it from Danish. I'm not sure if I should.
So I understand some of these listening posts are not listed.
So I have all 7 listening posts.
I'm coming on the 6th one.
You scan the nav up until you scan the nav beacon.
I scanned the nav beacon, but only 3 showed up on my nav.
They only show up if you do 1,000 light seconds.
Yeah, POIs don't show up until you're within 1,000 light seconds.
They all show up if you scan the nav beacon though.
No, they don't. I can confirm they don't. You have to get within 1,000 light seconds of them.
So there's nothing in that other system that was announced? Or
No.
whatever?
No.
Okay.
I'm like dropping my jaw right now, looking at all the data and everything. Like,
It's pretty good, yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Why was this not
It's been,
voice acted?
it's been kind of suspected for a while. I think this is actual confirmation.
It's
processing.
I
like
seriously think Petraeus is a Thargoid, though, because why else would they try to kill him?
no, like this intel. I think like we need to flee the bubble or something.
It's almost
I don't
like...
know.
Why? You want to be
need
even
to-
more vulnerable?
I think they want me to get away
That's not
from
what
the
they
galaxy.
would ever do. Seriously, like they won't kill the whole bubble. Like everybody would lose their hardly grind ships. They won't do
Guys,
that.
theory?
Yeah, so let's flee the bubble and head straight to Col 70 sector.
I know exactly what's
70?
going to happen. It's just going to have conflict zones with NPCs that are Targoids, and the pirates are going to be Targoids. You heard it here first.
Hashtag emergency play.
Actually, I heard that on a Reddit post like 4 months ago.
New hypothesis. The Targoids have access to mind-controlling parasites, completely not ripped off from Starlancer and Freelancer. Totally not like the Nomads. No.
Wait, that's what happens in Freelancer? Shit. Way to spoil it for me, bro.
That game is fucking 15 years old. If you haven't known it yet.
So, 7 listening posts, not more.
Yeah,
or is it
7 7 is correct.
7, okay. Then I got everything. Just have to do the reading now.
How many people are getting married in this system?
Everyone's really happy that Salome's dead, so there's like, well, time to get married.
Well, everyone's about to die, so might as well get fucking hit right. Yeah.
Notification.
If you're dead, you don't have to pay alimony.
There you go.
Oh my god.
I mean, this whole thing could have been over alimony. That's why Salome is dead now. Drew Wagner just didn't want to pay his child support.
Actually, I did offer her to eject into a escape pod so I could pick her up in the cargo.
Wait, is the current theory that Petraeus doesn't want to pay child support?
Why not?
Stay woke.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Navigation.
Maybe that's what the Targoids were scanning you for
is there anything else?
child.
So, anybody flying to Ragazza?
Gauge Super Cruise.
So are we certain that the information she had is out now? Or is this just...
This is all of it. This is her information as well. There should be at least.
Yeah.
Saving the beacon.
All commanders carried the same information. Not Star Trek, you don't need to do robots to carry some information. You can copy the informations in 3300.
Is this information from the VIPs? Is that what we're getting now with the listening post, or is that something separate?
Yes, that's the information from the VIPs.
What if the intel that we got actually, like the Thargoids, when they actually kill us, they might actually provide us with another intel thing of their crash ship or something? Maybe.
It's interesting that he would name a system when there's nothing.
You're right.
Maybe
Yeah,
it's
that's it.
mistype.
Oh yeah, no, that system is now going to be like, you know, everyone's going to be looking at it. It's like, there's a secret thing in the universe. Check Riorta.
What was the other place with the other listening post?
It was a mistype.
It was a mistake.
Ah.
He's probably looking over there on the map and decided to type that back.
So I'm gonna ask this one more time. Those 7 listening posts. Is this everything?
Yes. Listening post is everything.
All right, thank you.
And when you scan the listening post, you will go height read level from something.
Well, I'm back home.
Yeah, I read them all.
Haven't
It's
yet,
nothing
so-
unusual. I knew all that stuff already. 'Cause come on, it was freaking predictable.
And if you had gone to the... pretty close to that.
Well, I guess it's a way of them confirming what's going to happen. So instead of being speculations all about what's going to happen.
Now, when you say soon, do you mean in 10 years, or...?
Well, maybe in the next 2
Just a
months.
10-year plan, boyo.
Considering they haven't released their plans for either 2.4 or the next expansion, which is going to be
I don't think they don't have any plans for the next expansion.
You think they've ever had a plan, guys? Come on.
Pretty sure their plans just exploded by Harry Potter.
There is a Thargoid or a flower ship destroyed corvette in Maya, though. As of today.
Can you harvest anything from it?
There's a black box you can...
Disengage Super Cruise.
Riznak, is he Lebanese Legion?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Notification.
Fat Horse has left Super Cruise in the vicinity of planet Teorge 4A.
Gotta read through all the logs.
I don't know if I can go through with the wedding. Yes, you can, man. Come on, I believe in you.
A lot of people don't know if they can go through the weddings in the system.
Kill it. Do it.
All these people are so unsure about their wedding.
And so many are in the top
They're so
1%.
unsure.
There's a
but,
last minute
like,
hitch before we all die. Like this. Come on, guys. We went over this.
Navigation.
I mean, but they like book their wedding in a beluga liner, some luxury cruiser. Like you're
money
unsure,
doesn't
but you
matter
paid all
anymore.
that money.
Dude, beluga liners are like every 4 feet at stations, alright? It's not like they booked in advance.
You know, that is a good point. They're always everywhere. It's kind of weird.
Almost halfway through the wedding, they're gonna send a message.
Like everybody's in the top 1% of liners, right?
All
have
the
you seen
fleets
how much
that they
those
build,
fucking people pay?
the
I mean,
warships, the
like,
capital ships, it was all a
$9
diversion.
million just to go right outside the fucking station.
Do we know what's going on with the war in Morocco right now?
It's a diversion. It's a completely different diversion.
Notification.
All the capital ships that are there, it's a diversion. All of it.
Dynasty planning, next best.
Entered Super
Are we
Cruise.
free to talk
Message
about
received from
speculations
Commander
for
Mark
spoilers
Dolan.
about what we just picked up
Message
from the
reads,
data now?
Yeah,
there's only
sure.
one message, which says
Yeah, this is
So-
like major spoilers.
Yeah, because then all the Fed and Empire ships with each other, and really they're both working together. They're reinforcing the area. That's why they don't. That's why there's no war. That's why all the buildup about war, the additional capital ships, not to fight each
Cold
other.
War. Which begs the question, what the hell is in Col 70?
Well, it's not even a Cold War. It's Cold War for the
Does-
sake of covering up buildup.
Does anyone know who Regassa is?
Yes.
Could be
so-
the name of her ship.
No, I do know the answer to this
Ah.
one. So Drew's previous books, which were effectively fan fiction for the Elite spin-off, it's a description, it's a Thargoid description for Rebecca Weston, who is the person who these messages have come from. Obviously, previously those stories haven't been canon to Elite Dangerous, but I guess part of them is now.
What was her last name?
Rebecca Weston.
Okay.
Or Rebecca Tiley, depending on which timeline you count. Have a read of Drew's other books, the Elite series ones. They're worth reading. They're pretty good anyway, but it'll put some of that in perspective.
This may be far-fetched, but could this also be loosely connected to Colonia, considering the entire effort to try and get away from the bubble?
Well, I think Colonia is so that FF
Pretty
has a
weak
place,
effort.
like a place that they can erase, just to give the Thargoids some threat without actually destroying the core.
So that's why there's an initiative to find Earth-like worlds.
Oh, NPC interdiction.
It was all an evacuation.
Yeah. But Colonia's in the wrong direction, so it might be that the bubble is genuinely under threat, and that's where we're all going.
It was funny how they mentioned plebs in the description.
I saw that.
Yep.
That was great.
To answer the question about Colonia, from my guys in Can, we have been talking the past couple days. There was a listening post. I'm sure some people saw it because it was posted on Reddit.
Yeah, the day
a while
before.
back that there was it was like a military op for working on. Well, Colonia wasn't made for that. It was an accident, but then people, whoever's behind whatever this is, took over to have it like a private military op for testing weapons and alien defenses and
Disengage
whatnot.
Super Cruise.
There's 2 listening posts out in Colonia right now. I think it's in the same system Jacques is in.
That's a pretty seamless way of integrating it into the lore, if that's it.
Yeah, it was apparent. As far as the story in canon, we all talked about it. It's where he was going, Jacques, and then they just kind of integrated in there. Interestingly enough, which I don't know how many people noticed, before this whole Salome event started this morning, one of the Canon team just so happened to be in the area and found all these listening posts. He scanned all these beforehand, before the thing started, and then he posted it onto Imgur, and Drew was like, yeah, no, this is definitely a big part of it, so if you couldn't talk about it too much, don't say anything. So all of us in Canon are like, can't say anything, I don't know what's gonna happen, can't talk. So he deleted the Imgur post afterwards, but I had on my radar the entire time to like come here. The whole time we were actually doing the op, I was like, I feel like I need to be in Teorge. I feel like I need to be over there. But I'm glad I stayed to do the defense stuff because that was fun. But this was found about 12:15. And Drew said that the guy that found it would get credit for it in some way, but I don't know if he would do it out of order. I don't know, but he did say that there'd be a mention of, I don't know, I'm not sure about canon, but there'd be a mention